Hello, everybody. Welcome back to The Unlucky Ones for our second season, which we have called The Unlucky Sons, set place in Weird War 1 using the Savage Worlds Adventure Edition rule set and some slight updates that we took off of the website. My name is Ryan. I am your lovely DM, and I'm going to pass it to Peter, who is not relevant as far as his direction goes, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his character, and yeah, tell us about your character.
There's quite a pause in between not relevant and then in terms of character.
I said location.
Or location.
Seems like you got some personal stuff going on.
I took it seriously. Hey, I'm Peter playing Eugene Winkler. Fun fact about Eugene this time around is Eugene is very into RPG setting like LARPing.
Who'd have guessed?
Yeah, fun fact. But you can't do that in war, so he's missing out.
I mean, you could do it in war.
He could.
It just wouldn't be the ample time to do it.
I have a bonus fun fact, Michael, that you can tell me to tell everyone in a moment.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I could do it to scare the enemies.
You could do that. I'm Michael. I play Billy Radsmith, street kid turned into EMT, but also like a street criminal. My first fun fact before Ryan makes me make a second fun fact.
No, you don't have a bonus one. I have a bonus one to do at the end.
Oh, never mind that. my one and only fun fact. Oh, and I'm also in a relevant location to the podcast at this exact time.
We can't disclose it, though.
Yeah, it's irrelevant, though. Just know that. My fun fact is that Billy believes in monsters, and he has beforehand, so it wasn't as much of a surprise
I would
to
sure
him.
fucking hope he does by now.
Well, now he does. Now it's more like a confirmation, almost like a conspiracy theorist that like saw it with his own eyes. He's like, oh, they do exist. But he is atheist.
Interesting. Gay atheists in the 20s.
Checkmate atheist.
Or, well, at least questioning atheists in the 20s. Go on.
My name is Thomas. I play Sammy Anderson, and he doesn't like anyone in the squad currently.
What did Billy do?
He don't like any of them. He don't trust a single one of them.
What did Billy do?
Hey, wait a minute. I helped you. Son of a bitch, I will kick you down like fucking...
The dog you are.
Eugene don't like you now.
What did Billy do?
Doesn't matter. He don't like them.
Eugene was out for half of it.
Yeah. What did Eugene do? What did Billy do? Honestly, what did half the squad do?
Only one punch.
O'Connell got it. I could get O'Connell, and he got yelled at by the dead guy. That's about it.
McAllister's dead.
Doesn't even like Reynolds, your former best friend. Huh?
So our secondary fact from me is that Billy likes Sammy. Unlike
Loves him.
Sammy.
Unconditionally.
Unconditionally loves
All
him.
right. And that brings it back to me, your lovely war master for the evening, and I now have two fun facts. So first, a World War I fact for you. The oldest soldier, in contrast to the youngest soldier, which I covered in the first or second episode, was 68-year-old William John Paxton, who enlisted in the British Army on October 12th of 1914, so right at the beginning of the war.
That's impressive.
He was almost 70. My grandpa is like 71, so it's very weird for me to think that someone basically his age was like, I'm going to go sign up for the Army. So that's fun.
I don't
Did
think
he
the British
like
have
get
much of a
decorated?
choice.
What's that?
I was gonna say, did he get like decorated? Or was he like really good at it?
It doesn't say,
Oh.
but he was also a voluntary enlistment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then second fun fact in relation to what Eugene had said. So D&D and this is a good fun tabletop fact for everyone interested. D&D and tabletops in general actually came from war. So in the trenches, or even pre-trench, like in like camps and stuff, generals would play what they called war games, which I think the most similar thing to a war game nowadays is like Warhammer.
Warhammer is very fun if you haven't played it.
Very expensive.
And so it's actually like Napoleonic wargaming is kind of the foundation that led, what's that fella's name? Gary Gygax to evolve it into a fantasy setting, and then they evolved it into focusing on a party of 5 rather than an army.
So basically, what I'm hearing is this man saw the war games that were done, and then saw a guy who wrote Lord of the Rings. Like, I'm gonna put these together, and
Pretty
then
much.
and then made D&D.
And suffered a lawsuit for it.
So we
Anyway.
got 5e.
And here we are. And now there's wizards. So, without further ado, let's go back to the very tumultuous situation we left in. So, after the events of last episode, Sammy had just been beaten to near unconsciousness by Private O'Connell, who was upset at him getting Sergeant McAllister killed. Billy, despite this rage, or despite everything that happened, did try to help him and did help him. Eugene was unconscious,
Yes.
and so Eugene was kind of there.
Mostly unconscious.
Yeah, and
failed 3 times? 4 times? 4 times.
it was close to a record.
Yeah.
So everybody was kind of sulking on the truck ride back. I mean, sulking reasonably after all that you've suffered. And so as the French countryside slowly gives way again to the gray and battle-scarred landscape, the truck will finally approach the trench as other soldiers run out to meet you guys and start unloading everybody off the truck. You see a couple of medics come from the triage center, and they grab Phelps, who, if you recall, is unconscious and has not wakened. And Billy, I believe you deduced he was suffering from a fever and some possible infection. So they quickly take him down to the triage center, along with the rest of you who are injured. So Eugene is also taken out on a stretcher. You two can walk, so I assume you'll walk there. So you'll all kind of be guided to the triage center, which is Dr. Connor's office. So, Billy, you're right where you want to be.
My friend, Dr. Connor, I'm back.
So you're all taken in and kind of put onto stretchers and such. They start kind of immediately with Eugene. They start kind of like not tearing off his clothes, but like taking off his clothes, checking for injury.
What are you touching?
It's your nipples.
They start kind of prepping him for treatment. With Sammy, it's mostly the injury to the head that they're concerned about, so they kind of have him sitting straight up, ice packs. That with Billy, it's various slices and such, so they're just treating everybody kind of slowly but surely. And then as you're kind of going, Captain Miller will enter the room, and all the people stop to salute him, and he kind of just disregards them as he goes, "What happened?"
I believe the term is we got ambushed and then proceeded to be assaulted by monsters.
All right, he goes, "Someone more articulate."
I know
Eugene.
Am I awake or no?
he's 100% right.
Yeah, so Eugene, you're conscious again. You're hurt, but you're conscious.
Sir, the
Drop
Germans
the formality. I need a good after action report.
The Germans set up an ambush for us and hid the truck. The whole town's taken.
Okay, I'm still sparse on details.
Basically, we got ambushed by Germans, and then as we were fighting, unholy abominations came out of nowhere. Here, I got this necklace. I'm gonna hand him.
So he kind of takes this necklace and he goes, okay.
Unholy abominations.
He goes, okay. And he looks at Private Hughes. He goes, "You come with me. I'm going to get a full after action report from you." Everyone seems a little shaken. The rest of you, don't say a word about this to anybody. That's an order. Understood?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Besides that, stay here and get treated. And so he's going to take Private Hughes, and they're going to kind of to walk out slowly.
I'll turn immediately and be like, there was monsters. Guys, monsters.
Go around the trench.
Yeah, so you guys will all kind of sink into recovery.
Mustard gas doesn't taste like mustard.
It tastes like the worst version of Chicago Slump. I brought it back. It's episode 6.
I think it's episode 6.
Nah.
Yeah, so over the next couple weeks, you'll all kind of be on rest. You're under strict orders not to talk about what happened, but you are more or less free to move about the trench as you wish.
Well, he said I couldn't write it down and pass it in note form. Just saying. Okay, well, I guess I'll start by talking to Eugene. How you doing, Eugene?
Hey, Billy.
Hey, you living?
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do you
Very well done.
do you need some medicine?
No, they gave me a bunch. Thank you.
Okay. And then I'm gonna dejectedly walk away.
Bye, Billy.
Sammy's just sitting in his bed writing in his journal about the shit.
Yeah, so Sammy, while you're kind of writing a note about how much you hate it here.
No, he's writing about like what previously happened in a journal, like what, with all the abominations and stuff.
And you see Billy like leaning over, looking. He's like, "No, it's not unholy creature. It's freak of nature. Change the wording.
Nature versus nurture.
Nature versus religion and God."
So you guys will kind of, each have a time between if there's anything specific you want to do. So Sammy, while you're all kind of in the bunk one night, you'll kind of be summoned by Staff Sergeant Phelps, who's up and walking again, albeit looking kind of worse. And he's like, "You guys, come to the officers' room. We got to talk.
Wait, me?
Everyone.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm coming. I'm on the way.
And so he'll kind of lead you back to around the trench and down to his officers' quarters, where he's already cleared the room. And you see that woman from way back in the city there that you landed in.
Oh, the pretty woman.
She's there. She's got like a cup of coffee,
That's a song.
and she's just kind of waiting as he gestures for you all to enter, and then he closes like a makeshift door just to keep the sound in. And she goes, "Is this all of them?" He goes, "This is the surviving members of Delta, yeah." And so she goes, "Hello."
Hi.
Howdy.
She goes, "My name is not super important to this conversation, but I do need each of you, or collectively, to explain to me what happened on your last mission. Keep it orderly and one at a time, please.
Well, we got ambushed.
In detail, please."
Ah, fuck. In detail, we arrived. We scouted out the town. There was no one there that we could realistically find. We checked a warehouse. I fell through the warehouse. We got ambushed in the center by Germans.
Billy, there's some spots there that you missed out on.
I have a lot of head trauma here. Then we got mustard gassed, which didn't taste like mustard. And then we were assaulted by the citizens and other people who wore hairy bodies and had long, sharp claws and also ate people. And then we slowly crept our way through and escaped on a German stolen truck.
Does everyone agree that this is a complete retelling of the events?
There's some details missing, but
The people in the town were like, we went to a restaurant to get supplies, and that
Oh yeah, they were dead on meat
they
hooks.
were they were on meat hooks
2 soldiers to the previous truck were stuffed in a box, dead.
in the warehouse that he fell in.
Okay.
And then once we got gassed and unholy things attacked.
Okay.
So some of the people,
And then you left?
well, we fought back.
We got stranded. Well, after the things attacked, I basically got stranded. And then
We went to the German headquarters, which was
The
a church, and we were listening to a recording, and then I let a big guy out, and then after that, Eugene got thrown through a wall, and that's when we escaped. Oh well, yeah, and desertation, not desert,
and
but
friendly
desert.
fire if we're gonna go off that.
I'd rather have dessert.
And she goes, "Okay, understood."
A lot of war crimes.
When we got into the church, all of the Germans that were in there were killed, and the place was sealed off from the inside. And when we went in there was only two. I don't know if they were affiliated with the Germans, but 2 men in all black
And wear black leather
and
and
gas masks.
yeah.
He didn't want to talk to me.
Yeah, no,
No,
we killed them after they tried
But
to
the
assault
thing in the
us.
cage seemed normal, but it was very much restrained. But the second he let it out, the thing
Who?
on you. The second he let
I
it
take
out, it threw
responsibility.
Winkler through a wall, and then we had to run.
I went through a window.
Okay. She says, "Does everyone agree that that's most of the information?"
Yeah.
And then there was the audio clip that was playing.
I mean, that's the recording.
That is
He
the
said
tape recording.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, the tape recording.
Yeah. We already got that.
Were you briefed on that?
Just tell me as much as you feel like you need to disclose.
Our sergeant is dead. That was also exciting.
Noble sacrifice
Um,
to protect us.
This group wants. I'm going to say it's a group. We're not entirely sure for now. Did you get the necklace that was provided?
oh yeah, they
Yes.
want necklaces.
So
Oh,
this-
here's the other one. I don't know
yeah,
if they
this
took
this
that.
group,
So Phelps will take it from you and kind of
this group that I don't know what to call them. The group that has the necklaces wants to prolong the war. It is a mix of people from different countries, not necessarily German. In the recording, I think I heard
There's a British guy,
from what it sounds like British,
Russian.
German,
Russian. I'm guessing German. I'm not entirely sure. I really can't tell by accents.
Also
But-
can't tell by name apparently too. Sit back in anger. Cross my arms.
They never said their names, but like they're trying to make these things to prolong the war.
Okay.
And
that-
they are they found that we entered, they realized, okay, if we can get these out in a hurry, the long will be they can turn it against us, and that thing they called the big one, the thing that was let out of the cage, will find its way back to them.
You're really harping on this let out of the cage thing.
She goes, "Okay, is that a complete telling as far as you're aware?"
Before that, we were in the trenches.
Just recap the whole podcast.
Yeah, just start from episode 1.
Well, it all
Hey, we
started
have
with-
this wonderful podcast called The Unlucky Ones. You can actually go watch the rest of
I
the.
got hit in the head. It all started when I was born.
Yeah, I think that's it.
That's it.
Okay. And so she takes a moment. She goes, "Are you sure that in fact happened, and that you weren't under shell shock or gas intoxication?"
Yes,
I mean, I have these giant claw marks in my sternum.
yes, I'm very
Yeah.
confident. I got a Benny for guessing it right. All right, I'm done with the jokes. Sorry.
She goes,
Very. That's pretty much spot on.
"Okay, and what about you?" And so Corporal Reynolds will kind of sit forward and go, "Ours was less eventful, ma'am, but not uneventful. So after the, we'll call it gas bombing and strange creatures, we went to find Sergeant Phelps under Sergeant Sullivan's order. We found that the truck that he brought us in on and the truck we had hoped to leave on had been torn to pieces, and Phelps himself was in the process of fighting off a couple of these creatures when he was injured, ma'am. And from then, we just regrouped with the squad at the end. Or we took him and left town, and they picked us up on the way out, more accurately."
And we were able to steal a German car after getting flung out the window. I was unconscious at that point.
Okay. She says, "Very good." And so she turns to Phelps and goes, "I don't see much of a chance of them letting this one go." He goes, "No, I guess not." She goes, "Well, then I guess some information is in order." She goes, "Still, my name is not relevant, but understand that I work for an entity of the U.S. government. I work to combat, we'll call, some strange happenings. The department I work for combats strange happenings. And we are called the AEB, the Alien Enemy Bureau. And our whole goal is to make sure that occurrences like this don't happen, or if they do, that they are at the very least contained. So, what I was doing there was doing a quick test of recollection to see if any of you happened to explain away or were willing to explain away what you had seen to avoid your further involvement if unnecessary. However, it seems as though all of you have pretty clear memory of the event, so you are going to basically act as a special unit for a little bit, as we have to address this threat that is present, and I can't just send normal soldiers out to deal with it, because the less exposure, the better. So this group that you allege is trying to extend the duration of the war. Did you learn any more information about them?
Besides
Hazy,
them,
but-
besides it being more to test people,
Yeah,
that
they're making those those monsters.
trying to use them against on their side to attack anyone. I mean, I couldn't barely understand the recordings.
They did mention, I remember that they were trying to extend the war.
That's
Beneficial for them.
Right.
Yeah.
We can't allow this threat to continue, and so we're going to have to investigate. Did you learn anything about this group during your investigation, besides that their goal is just to extend the conflict?
not really.
And that they were creating the creatures. Those were the two things.
That's all I remember.
That's also all I remember.
The recording didn't show much.
He goes, "Very well."
My eyes were burning, ears were burning, nose was burning.
She said, "Well, I would like two things. You are not to talk about this with anyone, except yourselves, and
No.
even then, limit that. And we'll be in touch."
That second thing wasn't a thing.
And so she'll kind of slowly she'll nod to Phelps and be like, "Phelps, best of luck with this one," and she'll exit the room. And Phelps goes, "Well, you're all dismissed. Give me 2 weeks, and I'll be back with you with another mission. You're discharged of your trench duties, unless you just feel like doing them. So don't feel pressured, but go rest and recover."
Were you already briefed on this prior?
I've been aware of some weird happenings, not this specifically.
Okay.
I assure you, I did not expect this outcome when I assigned the mission, or I would have assigned a different team.
I guess anything's better than getting hit by a mortar.
Want to test that theory?
I already did.
He
Good
goes,
point.
"You're all dismissed. I'll be in touch."
I'm gonna look at Sammy and Eugene and be like, "So, want to talk about what happened?"
The other members of Delta
Aliens might be
will kind of get up and walk out of the room.
She said aliens in the
I'm just gonna
name.
walk out.
Well,
He's freaking
to be
out.
fair, I think the word alien just means of something different. I don't think he was talking about like space alien. Those don't exist. Now,
There were
monsters on.
werewolves. There's gotta be aliens.
No. That's too far out.
We're like Men in Black, or gonna be Men in Black.
I have this cool idea for a story.
I have
My
this great
friends used
idea.
to play.
There's gonna be like 2 movies. It's gonna be wild.
One of those movers. With that, you're each kind of turned loose. Basically, you're just going to run this as like a small interlude. You can each do a thing or have a thing happen to you. So we'll start with Billy, who gets to do a thing.
I choose to have a thing happen to me.
No,
No.
Billy gets to do whatever you want. The other two have pre-scripted events.
Okay. Billy. Billy will. I know. I've cracked the code.
No.
Billy's thing will be to be a part of one of the other two people's things.
So for real though, if Billy had a week or 2 weeks of downtime, what would he do?
He'd probably go to Dr. Connor and hang out with him.
Okay, is there anything you want to talk to him about, or just work with him?
I work with him. Continue to improve my surgery skills. I don't have anything particular to say to him,
Okay.
unless he asks me. And if he asked me about the what happened when I got deployed, I would absolutely spill my guts.
Yeah,
So,
he wouldn't.
Okay, good. Then we're good.
He knows better. So okay.
I leave him small
Well
notes.
then, good. Billy was easy. Sammy, one night you're on your bed, your cot. How are you feeling about everything? I want a quick summary of Sammy. So imagine it's been a week or two.
Yeah.
He's calmed down, I hope.
Yeah. Somewhat, yeah.
In his own mind, how's he feeling? So Private O'Connell won't really talk to you much. Hughes doesn't really talk to begin with.
Yeah.
Reynolds has been more or less the same, cordial, whatever. Sergeant Sullivan has been not really present.
Brad Smith's been having the time of his fucking life.
Billy's been working, and Eugene's been around. So how do you feel though? What's the internal emotion after everything?
He,
Having time to process and all.
besides the unholiness, he just sees it as a war.
Okay.
He's adapting to the war aspect. The only thing he's concerned about is if there's these things out here that we fought, is there something worse
Okay.
that we're gonna have to get to?
Okay. So no emotion about what happened.
He doesn't see himself taking the blame.
Okay.
He don't see it.
Cool.
And Billy leaves notes on his bed every night. He's like, "You're at fault. You're the one at fault,
Right.
you motherfucker."
Writes it red ink.
Okay. So is there anything he would want to do then?
No, he probably just kind of
Cool. So
hang around.
he just hangs out. Eugene, then we'll skip to you. This will be a quick little interlude. So Eugene, you spend the first of all, you can all heal. You'll be recovered.
Fully.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
No more -5. This is the best thing that could have happened to me.
At the end of the 3 weeks, Eugene, one
My leg
day
don't hurt no more.
you're approached by Staff Sergeant Phelps, and he'll kind of grab you and he'll be like, "Come with me."
Okay.
And so he'll lead you to the officers' quarter, where he'll show you a table that's, the planning table with all the maps and such. And he goes, "Here's what we have so far." He goes, "So your strategy of targeting their supplies, what we talked about before, was solid. Have you thought any more on that?"
Well, anything I thought of kind of went out the window and the whole town got AWOL.
Fair enough. He goes, "Well, you were on a good point. You were on a good line of thought." He goes, "And we're still planning to pursue that angle." So he shows you a map, and it has two different kind of areas highlighted in the vicinity. So just past the German trench, there's a small forest that's kind of marked, and then a weird little area in a field. And so the forest, he'll go, "This is the forest that we believe the disappearing trucks are headed to." If you remember the German soldier that Corporal Radsmith had interrogated, had revealed that their supplies run on sort of a clandestine nature. We believe this is the forest they're using to smuggle in their supplies. So targeting it is beneficial because it'll help disrupt their supply line and maybe leave room for attack. He goes, "But this isn't the worst. Supplies are supplies." And then he points to the field and he goes, "What we believe here, they're based on intelligence we've gathered from scouts, there may be some kind of research bunker. Given what we have just learned about the creatures, we think that there may be more information here."
So we're going on the basis that it is the Germans working alongside them?
We're assuming at least partially.
Okay.
He says, "So knowing that we have to cover both the bunker and the forest, what would you do in this position?"
You guys are thinking if I know napalm was around by then, but could
Sadly,
we
no.
could we burn the forest? Is it connected to any towns?
So it's not. We could. However, we're basically starting an unmanageable fire on the French countryside.
Well, we already have mortar holes and fires.
Yeah, but we try not to do extra damage that's unnecessary.
Fair. So we see their trucks go up to the forest line, right? And then we can't.
We haven't seen much, but we will scout ahead if we're going to do this mission.
Well, there has to be, if we're scouting out, there has to be a clearing big enough for all the trucks to go through. So maybe we can plan a mortar strike at the planned intervals where we think they go by.
We could.
And those only the areas where the trees are spread up far enough the trucks can go through.
This could be correct. He goes, however, I think you're missing the larger point. You're trying to cover one option from a distance when we don't have the ability to do that because we have to confirm that the supply line is disrupted. So the solution is actually much simpler. We're going to launch a mission on the premise of destroying the supply line, and then a detachment of soldiers is going to investigate the bunker because we also have to keep this a secret. So he goes, with that, we're going to head to the rest of your team, and we're going to brief them on this mission.
Okay.
And so he'll kind of guide you down to the Delta bunker when everyone's kind of there. And he goes, all right, team, we're about to move out. Thanks to the work of the corporals Radsmith and Reynolds, we have some information. And with the results of the recent mission, we're going to move on a supply route that our German prisoner friend identified to help cut off their supplies and create opportunity for our advancement. Because that's the official report anyway. The real goal of this mission is to examine a bunker that we believe is operating beneath the surface of a nearby field, which should maybe provide answers to what's going on. The town itself, we have quarantined, for lack of a better phrase, but there's only so much that we could realistically contain before people start finding out. He goes, so, with that, Corporal Radsmith, I'm going to give you temporary command of McAllister's men while we find a replacement. Your job with the rest of Delta is going to be, or your job with your teammates and Private Hughes, is to take the German prisoner and go investigate the bunker with his assistants. Then you are to report back anything that you find that is related to or relevant to the mission. And then he'll get a small bag, like a knapsack, and he'll throw it over to you.
I'll miss it and then pick it up.
You hot potato it for a second. Inside, there are 2 silver canisters with pins that look a lot like grenades. He goes, once you find the information, learn as much as you can, and then set these off in vital ports of the bunker to destroy any information or any material they may have that could assist them.
Okay, I like it.
So, to be clear, you 3 plus Private Hughes, your objective is gather information, destroy as much of the bunker as you can with the 3 grenades.
Yes.
Good. The rest of us, we're going to move on that supply route like normal. Like I said, Corporal Radsmith, you're going to take temporary command. Any questions?
No.
No, sir.
Yes, you have a question?
No, sir. Yes, sir. I don't have a question.
You don't have to use sir when you're around me.
I'm using sir for him.
Oh, I mean, just in
Billy.
general.
He goes, all right, if nothing else, prepare yourselves and we'll roll out.
I'm ready.
So you'll have kind of one last option to do anything you want in the trench, and then we'll proceed.
Eugene, Sammy, hands in the middle for a hoorah.
Why are you whispering?
Can they hear that? I hope so.
Hoorah.
Sammy, quit being a little bitch.
Come on, Sammy. 1, 2, 3, hoorah. And then I'll go.
We're secret agents. Sammy, quit being a butt.
You guys hop back into your lovely trucks and begin traveling. So if you have...
Do we get to keep the German stole truck? Can we keep that one?
Yeah, they repaint it like with American stuff on
No,
it.
leave it. We want to look like we're Germans entering the line.
Okay, yeah.
We don't want to
you
get
can
shot.
Keep it, you can keep
Good
it.
idea.
Yeah, so they have the German truck.
You want my battle skill?
No, as a matter of fact, what they were doing, they're like starting to paint over it, and I like slapped out of their hands, like, no, guys, we can use this as camo. And then we all get in the
You're
truck.
getting those command chops already where you slap people and call them stupid.
Yeah. Well, I didn't call them stupid. I corrected the action, and now
Aggressively.
I'm telling them never to do it again in
Or
my
else.
presence, or else they'll never be on another mission.
Yeah, so you guys gear up into the stolen German truck and you begin rolling out. So, after probably an hour of riding through the fields, not like that. After an hour of riding in the
I was
truck,
doing the horse ride.
you'll kind of approach the drop-off point, and Phelps will kind of turn to you, Radsmith, and he'll go, all right, here's a map. He goes, here's the point that you're trying to head to. We believe the bunker entrance is somewhere in that vicinity, so just work your way down. And once you're inside, gather as much information as you reasonably can and destroy what's possible.
I say, holding like the map halfway upside down. And be like, oh wait, yeah, I got it. Okay, yes, I will do this.
Okay.
And then I'll in true manager fashion, I'm gonna just pass it to Eugene and not say a word, and then just be like, all right, let's go, guys.
They showed me this earlier. I want to study the map, and then
Well, you're going to get off the truck first.
I thought we were already off the truck.
Nope. He just handed him the map.
All right, well, I'm going to get off the
Yeah,
truck.
yeah. So you guys will unload if you don't have any more questions.
I don't have any. Anyone else?
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Nope.
So you unload. You get hidden into a nearby area to kind of plan out your approach. I want to remind you the German prisoner is with you.
Why do we bring him anyway?
What's your name?
And he just kind of looks at you scornfully.
You did kind of,
Shut up! Don't remind me of my past mistakes.
Sorry about that. That wasn't our greatest.
Eugene, ask him what his name is. He'll talk to you.
I'll call you Jeremy
We'll call him 9.
9.
That's the only word I hear out of their mouths anymore.
Open the map. I wonder if we can go through this way, and I want to try to find the best entry point.
Okay. Yeah. That's more of a survival.
Well, I got a +1, so that's a 4.
So on a 4, you're able to deduce that in a field, pretty much every angle is as good as every other angle.
We're not in a good position.
Do we need to move positions?
We need to make a ghillie suit.
Okay. What is that?
We're going to take all of the shrubbery and plains grass and put it on our bodies
I like the way you
and
think.
crawl miles into the bunker.
All right. Delta, on this now.
So you're going to command them to make ghillie suits?
I believe this is the plan. I'm following my leader.
So everybody make a survival roll.
Shit. Can I replace it with repair?
No.
Nice.
6.
I do just as good. 6.
So with work, everybody's able to fashion a basic ghillie suit that I don't know existed yet. And so,
Eugene's a real trailblazer.
yeah, real trailblazer. So you all are now covered in weeds
Mud.
and mud.
All right, what next? What do we do with
As
this?
Hughes is like, is this really necessary? Is he gotta like put it
Well,
all on his?
We're a sitting open duck out
I
there.
think the amount of time it took us to build it, they would have seen us if.
Well, they didn't
Man,
yet.
did you ever think about the situation where this dude just screams and then ghillie suits are worthless?
Well, I say
Or
holding up
fire,
a
and
pistol,
then-
and I was like, if he screams, he dies. So it's like,
You didn't say anything when we were on the truck.
And
I
on
give him
top
a
of that-
wink.
On top of that, if based off my knowledge of hunting and stuff, and grass and stuff, if there's any type of fire, we're dead in seconds. This thing will catch faster, and then it will just spread. We won't be able to get it off in time.
Go
So if
hug
we're
the
caught, we're
nearest
fucked.
German soldier, not him. Points at the other
What if
guy.
he just screams? Okay, if you think about it like this.
Then just X86's ass. I don't know.
Okay, but then the rest is still onto us. So either way. So if he screams, we're screwed either way. Yeah, he'll be dead, but we'll be dead.
Hughes goes, Sammy, you're kind of a downer lately, man.
I'm just saying how it's gonna happen.
How's that gonna happen?
If it happens, we're fucked.
all right, I believe I will use my ability to say, okay, so we do have something now. Let's start approaching.
Let's strut stealthily.
Do
Yeah,
you
let-
want to take a stealth to get over there?
Yeah, well,
So everyone make a stealth roll. I'll give you a +2 since you're gillied up.
I
I
dub
have a
thee.
+5 instead
No,
for to
3.
maximize the last time.
3 with the +2.
5.
8. Not wait, +2, 9, 10.
Oh, it's
10.
a 6. Oh, 9.
9.
9.
No, don't call his name out. We don't
So,
want to
yeah,
confuse him.
You guys are pretty able to stealth through an open field with the weed suits that you built.
I gotta write this down.
So as you crawl close to the coordinates, you don't see an entrance.
Oh wait, it might be underground.
It is underground.
Put your ears to the ground. You hear
Or
anything?
how about we just like, what's is it just a big open field?
Yeah, it's just like
Is there
a
anything?
field of prairie grass.
I'm gonna look around and see if there's like anything out of the ordinary looking.
Notice -4.
I want to look more specifically and
Just
see
survival
if
to look because I know nature.
there's any indentations in the ground. or
You're
the
gonna
grass.
also make a notice, but really you're
Crit
supporting the crit fail. So
Does it matter?
no.
Yeah.
So you guys so Sammy pops out of the grass and puts one hand over his left eyebrow and like starts narrowing his eyes and looking around the field. And you, Eugene, are kind of like looking out for indentations of some kind. And then Hughes turns around and goes, "Hey, we left a huge trail in the weeds where we crawled through here, by the way." And as he does that, you see a hatch open in the field and a couple German soldiers come walking out and they immediately turn and go, "Oh no!"
Why are the trees
Quick,
talking?
silence them.
So yeah, you're going to be in a brief combat. So Hughes is first.
Gotta silently dispatch
If
them.
we're gonna do that, just bayonet charge them real quick. Take them out silently.
So Hughes is going to attack one of them with his knife.
Are they that close to us?
Like he's going to move forward
Okay.
and attack one of them with his knife.
So why are the trees talking to me?
So he kind of like swings as the soldier was ready for it and kind of dodges out of the way and prepares.
I'm gonna bayonet charge one and then stab the other.
Okay, so -2 to both.
A Benny was spent.
Oh 2 6s.
Nice.
It was well spent.
12.
So you hit with a raise. So you kind of like charge forward as your bayonet kind of sinks into the first guy's chest. So like Hughes swings and the guy kind of dodges, and then as he's going to move out of the dodge, you kind of clip him in the you just hit him square in the chest with your bayonet as he kind of tumbles to the ground.
I'm going to just attack the other with my trench knife.
Good. -2.
6.
Nice.
So you hit him, no raise. Okay. So then you kind of like immediately turn and slash at the other one as you kind of cut across his chest, and his pack like falls on the ground
Does it
behind
kill
him. No, he's fine.
Plus 2 that. So 10.
Okay, so as you kind of you kind of drive your bayonet into the first one, and he falls, and then you kind of whip out your trench knife and just grab the second one and drive the knife into his like neck before he can even make a sound. And that's the combat.
Good job.
Good job,
Good job.
Sammy.
Good job,
All
Sammy.
right.
We should hide these bodies.
Let's hide them in the
Hatch.
grass.
Do these guys
How about we just
uniforms
push them
fit
back
you?
down the hatch?
Well, why would we push them down the hatch? Let them all know we're coming.
Does the uniform fit you?
That's a good question. Let's try it on.
So you want to take the bayonet to the heart wound or the one that was slashed open?
The slash open because you stabbed him in the neck. So
Okay. So you take the one. So yeah, there's a German uniform. I don't even. Give me a Benny if you want it to fit. I don't know,
okay.
because it's just really a luck thing.
Nice catch.
So this one fits well, although there is blood all over the neck.
I'll have to explain this as a bloody nose.
You want me to punch you?
Hold on. Break my nose. Okay.
I fell. Hide yourself.
I might be able to get away with bloody nose. Maybe. But that being said, look at everyone. I think we got our way in.
With 1 uniform?
Go better than none.
I was gonna say I'll just take point.
How you gonna explain 3 Americans?
I take point. You hide.
Oh, okay, I get it now. What do you want to do with these bodies?
Throw them into the grass behind us.
Okay.
Hide them under patches of grass. That's survival.
What's that?
Is that survival to hide them in the grass?
No, it's stealth.
Who wants to take point and we'll assist?
I'll help you. I'm the leader, or I'll do it.
Okay. So
You assist me now.
team effort, boys.
Can I
5.
make a survival roll to say what grass would be
So
best,
1 point.
like more dense, so we can't there's not a see-through?
Yeah, go for it.
6.
So you determine the best grass is that thick prairie grass
I determined the best grass was a 4.
with the bonus.
No, by itself.
Okay, so 7
Plus 2.
or 6. Yeah. So you're able to, with the help of your teammates pointing out which grass to use, hide them pretty effectively.
That's good. Let's put the ghillie suit back on the old one, so he's really hidden.
Yeah, he's extra hidden.
Yeah, but that second one is
it's just-
where it's indifferent. All right, you guys ready? Let's
You
move
should
down.
go first.
Yeah, I'm going first.
Okay.
Just stay behind me
So
unless
he
I
just
start
kind of grabs
screaming.
the prisoner and he was like, "I'll keep him up here."
Yes.
Is there like a
but
building or a barn we can go hide in?
Back.
yeah,
track.
yes,
Wait,
and obviously if something happens, if you can't like make it way down or like something bad happens, just look at the prisoner and I'll go. Just execute him and move on.
You want me
Like, hide. Make sure
Stay
he's not
with
hurt.
him for backup?
No, you're coming with me.
Okay.
Backtrack
he-
through, I guess.
He goes, I'll wait here.
All right.
Yeah. No.
I mean, this might be other tunnels that they can pop out.
We'll investigate a little bit, and then
Okay.
when we can determine it's safe, we'll come get you and bring you down. Deal?
Okay. Works for me. So he takes out his trench knife and puts it on the German's neck.
Oh no! You're gonna do this right. I'm gonna give him my rifle. I'd be like, put it to his head.
That's worse.
So,
all right, no.
so you're gonna head down.
Yep.
So you just descend down some metal stairs as you reach the bottom. It's kind of a concrete room as you start to go down. And as you go down, you can hear some light talking at the bottom level.
In German?
Yes.
What are they saying?
Do you speak German?
Do you?
Ich bin eine Frau.
Do I speak German?
So you're German.
So
Ich bin two Mann. I learned one other phrase for this.
very well done.
No, I don't.
So yeah, you'll hear that as you get about a quarter of the way down.
Okay, so I'm gonna cut off part of my sleeve. I'm gonna hold it to my nose, and I'm gonna say,
Do you just want one of us to break your nose for a minute?
There it is.
You can fix it.
no. Why would I want that?
Okay.
I'm going to then say I'm going to try to get a better view and walk by them. Hopefully they won't bother me if I point to my nose a bunch. Yes, Sammy?
I was thinking like, I'm more of trying to have like a plan B, because they say you could
Plan B,
Kill 'em.
apprehend them. quickly.
Okay, but like, what if you're
Execute.
what if you're in there and they're like, oh, I can fix it. Let me look at your nose. Then what are you gonna do?
Figure it out.
Well, I don't speak German, so what's going to happen is I'm going to walk. If they say things to me and they seem to be cornering me, you run out and you apprehend them.
Kill him. Got it.
Apprehend them
Okay.
as an order.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna walk down the threshold.
Yeah, I'm going to walk down the threshold. I'm going to put it to my nose. I'm going to pretend.
So you walk all the way down, and as you get to the bottom, you see a large concrete room. There are some crates and kind of like a barrier, and there's not much in here. I mean, it's just like you come down, it's a big empty room, and then a door, and those two like sandbags and a couple crates and whatnot. And you do see 5 soldiers kind of hanging out in the front room talking. And as you kind of come into view, one of them will go, "Halt!"
I'm going to stop.
And he goes, "Ora comas du?"
I'm going to point to my nose.
Wasin danstostane.
I'm gonna I'm gonna sneeze, and when I sneeze, I'm going to very deftly try to like lean down to where my knife is and quickly cut my hand and then like drop the blood.
What?
As if I'm
Okay.
sneezing out blood.
So you're doing basically a multi-action performance
All right,
and
let's
sleight
do
of
it.
hand. So
All
you're
right.
doing 1 roll performance -2, 1 roll thievery -2.
Okay.
I think we should have broke his nose.
Do I have performance? Again, I should have just taken.
You always should.
Did he ever give us a call sign when to go out there? No. We're just gonna sit here until he says something.
I gave you an order what to do and when to do it.
Until the call sign comes along, I'm just gonna sit here.
So 8 for the performance,
Okay, so I mean, believable sneeze,
and then for the thievery, right?
thievery,
Shit.
d4 -2.
Oh, I did another 6.
Let's go.
8, 9, 10. Woo! Minus 2, 8.
Okay, so
Perfect.
So now I'm looking like I'm sneezing out blood, and I'm just gonna say,
so he goes. So
I'm gonna look like scared. I'm like,
yeah, you kind of as blood's coming out, and he goes, "Man God, get SD Ugo!" And then he kind of comes over to you, starts to walk over as he like slings his rifle onto his shoulder, and like him and one other guy kind of walk over to check on you.
okay.
Are you gonna let them like get all the way to you?
I'm gonna let them get as close and yeah. Let's see how this progresses.
Okay. So the one of them walks up and kind of grabs your back, not like aggressively, but kind of like reassuringly. He's like, "Gosh," and then he like goes to tilt your head back. What's your
9, 9, 9. The only German word I've learned.
Start sneezing more.
"Was ist was mit der?" And he just tries to like force your head back to take a good look at.
All right, so I think the ruse is up. I'm going to as he forces my head back, I'm going to basically switch and grab the.
Why'd
I'm
you
going
take
to like turn and grab his rifle off his shoulder and point it to his head, and I'm going to say, "All right, everyone, now."
I think that's our cue.
So
Damn it!
you're gonna do a.
Damn them speaking another language.
So you're kind of double teaming it again on action. So you're gonna do 1 fighting -2,
Okay.
and then 1 is provided that succeeds intimidation. I will give you the drop because they have bought into your ruse. You have a +4
We
to
get the
your
drop too,
actions.
don't we?
7. So
7. So he has to roll an opposed strength or athletics. I think he's gonna do athletics
okay.
to try and resist having his rifle taken out of his hand.
Okay.
Got a 7. Okay, so you're able to grip the rifle out of his hand.
And now I have to intimidate them.
Yeah.
And this is the harder one, but I have a +2 because it's a -2. Oh boy. I
Well,
spent
it's
a
-4 because you don't have
Oh, you're right.
intimidation.
So
and it's multi-action.
oh, you're right.
Another Benny was spent.
And another Benny was fucking. I rolled the same thing.
And another Benny was spent.
The last Michael Benny.
All right. No, well, I rolled the same thing 3 times.
It's meant to be.
So yeah, 2 - 2, so 0.
So you grab his rifle, and shove him to the ground, and point at him. And what do you say?
I was saying to them, I was like, "All right, everyone, come out."
Let's bayonet charge them, quick.
Okay, so you're not commanding the room; you're just signaling your allies.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Okay.
okay. That charge.
And so he goes, "Ofesfia!" And then combat.
I got very far with my original.
That went
ruse.
way farther than I thought it
We're
would.
gonna fight a lot
Billy.
of people. Damn.
I should have taken like any language that I could have speak.
Hughes is not here, so the Germans.
Next up, level up.
So the Germans are first. Good for Billy, I'm sure.
This is very good for Billy.
So what's your parry?
My parry is 5.
Okay, well he got a 14, so it's hit with a raise for
That
sure.
hurts.
What's your toughness?
4.
So he got a 10.
Okay.
So he kind of.
Take some
So you're
pain.
gonna take a wound.
Okay.
So
Shaking a wound.
the one that you knocked to the ground and took his rifle goes, "Office foul!" And then the one behind you immediately, you feel this burning heat as a knife plunges into your left shoulder, and you feel kind of the scrape against your shoulder blade as he pulls the knife out.
Fucking damn it.
So you're shaken and wounded. Okay. Then,
Round 2.
well, there's 3 other soldiers in the room.
I'm gonna get a -5 fast again. I'm speedrunning, getting back.
I might be unconscious like Eugene is.
Wow.
I should have assorted a group of command, like a chain of command, because after I go down after this, someone's gonna need to lead.
Fight Sammy to the death.
So 6. So you'll take another wound because you're already shaken.
Nope. Okay.
And 3. So I think you're all right.
All right.
So then there's like just the popping of gunshots as the men kind of down the way open fire, which you can imagine that is what that man yelled.
Ich bin eine Frau.
Eugene, you're up. So you hear the ruse go on for a minute, and you hear, "All right, come out," and then you hear, "Office fire," and then
Shit! I knew this. I didn't know this was gonna go this bad. A bayonet charge. is
I
one of
fully expected this.
That's stabbing.
so to get to him, you'd have to run, but you could do it.
So it'll be -2.
Oh, you're slow, right?
Yeah.
So you can't even get to him because that means
well,
on
I'll
his way is.
just
Pop a
well,
shot.
they're already shooting, so
So you're at medium range. If you want to use your movement to move up, you'd
I'll
be at
move
short.
up and I'm gonna shoot
Okay.
with the Springfield if we still have that.
Yeah.
12 and +1 is 13.
Okay, so as the knife kind of like out of your back, you hear a pop. The guy kind of collapses on the ground as a bullet tears into his stomach as he just kind of falls down. It's like,
Eugene. LA. Save me.
9.
okay, anything else?
I guess if there's any way I can get into cover, I would get into cover,
You're kind of in partial cover because
Okay.
you're halfway up. You're part of the way up the stairs.
and that is all.
Okay. Sammy.
So who's around him? Is this the guy on the ground?
Well, there's a guy who's down and then a guy who's dead. And then if you were to move all the way down the stairs, which you can do by running, you would be able to see the 3 that are down range.
I'm gonna run all the way to.
To Billy?
Yeah, and I'm just gonna open fire in the hallway.
Okay. So you kind of run down, roll a shooting.
-2.
Be -2 because you're running, technically.
Just keep.
So next time I do this ruse, I'm gonna have you guys come closer, so when we grab somebody, we can like group apprehend him. I think that was the mistake in my plan.
And we need to learn German.
Yeah, that's also kind of a
7.
crux.
Next
So you hit
time.
him, no
7.
worries. So you fire down the hall as you see the bullet kind of rip through his shoulder as he like collapses onto the ground. As there's now 3 left that are standing. Billy.
All right, first things first. Time to patch myself up.
So it does take 10 minutes per level, so you might have to wait on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, per wound level, it takes 10 minutes.
Got it. Okay. Well,
First you're shaken, so you got to unshake.
oh yeah, that's true too. You're making all the good calls. I did not unshake.
Okay, so you can still take free actions.
Dive to the ground.
So you kind of quickly fall to the ground to stay in cover.
And then when I hit the ground, I was like, if you could take one of them live, do so.
Yeah, Billy kind of like immediately taking the opportunity in the chaos of battle, kind of throws himself to the ground and huddles up to just minimize his space. So down the hall, the 2 that are still standing kind of open fire, but neither of them hit.
Oh, okay.
Because they're just not ready for it, even with the Joker.
Do they hit their allies?
No.
Oh.
And so they kind of open fire down the hall as now there are more of you. The one that is on the floor will get up and attempt to take Sammy down, who is next to him. So he got a 4. What's your parry?
5.
So he kind of tries to grab at your rifle, but you're kind of just shove it. You kind of like manage to break his grip, and they have probably the most useless Joker round ever. Go on. So Billy, I believe you're next.
All right, I'm gonna sweep kick the dude that's up by Sammy because I'm on the ground, and I'm gonna take him down.
Hit
And
unshake.
what?
Unshake.
Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot.
I like how ninja you're doing, but
4. Yeah, I did it. I unshaked.
with your wounds.
Yes, sir. Because it's -2.
Yeah, now you do that cool thing you're just talking about.
Yeah. Now I'd like to Blade Runner kick him.
You're not trying for an effect, right? You are just trying to hurt him.
Double 6, baby. Yeah, I'm trying. Well, I'm trying to knock him down and then restrain him.
Okay. So you're doing a non-lethal attack, basically.
Sounds good. Yes.
Okay.
So 6.
So 6 will hit his parry. So roll just your strength as damage because it's a melee, like a foot attack.
My strength. 1.
So you're like in your head. It makes sense. And then you swing and realize that from the ground, you don't actually have as much momentum as you want. It's you kick and he kind of checks it easily with his shin. He's like, 9. And then you go, yeah, I don't know if that maybe works the way I thought it did. Sammy.
Is he in melee range?
Yeah, he's holding your rifle.
So I'm gonna take my knife out and just stab him.
Okay.
Gives him rifle. He's confused. Stab him.
Well, actually, hold on a minute. So I want a wild attack called shot.
Okay.
His head.
Okay.
We have not had a wild attack yet.
Yeah, you haven't. So it's a -2 because of the wild attack, but
A wild attack.
I thought
is
the wild
being
attack
so it's
initiated.
-4 normally.
Yeah.
So +2 is a -2.
4.
Not quite.
Damn.
So you kind of like grab it. He's like holding a rifle. You kind of whip one hand off the rifle and grab the knife as you start kind of swinging it towards his head. But he's able to hold his arms up and just kind of block your range a little bit as your knife tip kind of comes like inches from his face each time, but doesn't ever make contact.
I'm like, Eugene, shoot this guy.
So is he distracted right now, or?
He is not distracted.
Okay. So I'm gonna pull out, or well,
All the
I already
stops.
have my rifle. No, I'm
You
just
do.
gonna aim it at the guy that Sammy's fighting. Pop a shot at him.
I thought you were just gonna aim it.
Sammy, this is the
I
big
got you,
ruse.
buddy.
We're gonna kill Sammy and then leave. Sammy died on the mission.
I overshot that. A 7.
You pop a shot as it nails him in the side of the head, and he kind of collapses off as Sammy
Thank you.
has control of his rifle.
I'm
again.
really good. Oh my god.
Keep going, guys. And my hand's over my head.
Help me, dear Lord. No, Lord. Just the Lord.
Of course they go.
Maybe they'll miss again. Maybe they'll kill us.
They blew the Joker lead, so
That's the worst one they could have gotten.
But now they get crits.
one at Sammy, one at Eugene from the last 2 survivors. They both got a 6.
I told you.
So a 9. So Eugene, yours is -2 as a cover. And so
Mine cover now.
now you're in the open. So Sammy, 12. What's your toughness?
6.
So you take a wound. And for Eugene, not so lucky. As always,
You just stop.
You could just not roll.
you take
yeah.
17.
Oh,
You got back what you gave
I'm
out.
gonna go ahead and try to soak that.
You might want to.
I might need to. Oh, a 6.
6.
A
Stop.
2. So
You're really good at missing.
yeah, an 8.
Yeah, so instead of getting immediately incapped, you take 1. So the bullet fire, you hear a loud crack. So you kind of hear, I guess from Billy's perspective, you're on the ground kind of trying to cover yourself. And you hear 2 distinct rifle pops, and you see blood kind of spray out of Sammy's side of his face as a bullet just kind of like straight across his cheek. And then from up in Eugene, you hear like a thud, and some blood starts to come down the stairs. So you see Eugene kind of got hit in the left shoulder.
This isn't as worse as the mustard gas.
I can tough this out.
And then the 2 down at the end of the hall kind of sink down into cover behind the sandbags.
I hit
Stand
by
up,
a
you
machine
bitches.
I'm
gun.
gonna unshake.
Go for it.
5.
5. You unshake.
Okay. So is there only the ones down the hallway?
Yeah.
Is there a grenade on one of the corpses?
Not without a Benny.
Damn. I'm just gonna pop a shot at one of them.
Okay.
So if they didn't hear us now, they'll definitely hear us then.
Well, there's gunshots. They definitely hear us now. 6.
Okay, so you raise your rifle kind of eye level and fire as you see it nail one of them in the head, and he kind of slumps back behind the cover.
All right. So Eugene, pissed off. All right, you son of a bitch.
He's gonna unshake.
He's gonna unshake. I'm
Unshake, Billy. Unshake. Unshake, Eugene.
He's really
gonna
upset.
force myself to unshake with a Benny. All right. Now you son of a bitch. I'm back.
Now you're die.
Now so they're one's prone. Is there
No,
only
they're
one
not
left?
prone. They're behind cover.
Oh, okay.
-2.
I'm gonna hit one of them.
Okay.
Oh, an 8 and then I had to do a 7. So
Hit
it's
with a raise.
hit with a raise. Cool.
Good thing I have competent allies on my team.
So 2 of these, one of those.
Whoa!
It's all ones.
Did she get a 3?
Yeah, I got a
That
3.
should be a crit fail. at that
Benny,
point.
my last Benny, because it's bullshit. Oh, that's better.
All
5,
fives.
10, 14.
You raise your rifle for a minute. And you're
I
like,
ain't
wait,
taking
I'm
that
aiming at the
baby
sand
damage.
wall, and then you fire and it nails him in the forehead as the combat is over.
You guys are great.
That didn't go as planned.
That went exactly as I planned
Well,
it out.
now I actually have wounds to show off.
I don't think we can do
I
that
think
again.
the plan
I didn't pass out.
is to continue
We gotta hurry.
as we were.
Should we patch ourselves up first?
Yeah, yeah,
Do
we can
we
do
get
that.
Hughes since this is already not a
Yeah,
stealth?
should we go get
So
Hughes?
Hughes will come down the stairs. I think I heard this for a little bit
Where's
away.
the other guy?
He's got him.
Okay.
You speak German, right?
Hughes?
Yeah.
No, that was
No, but the
No.
German does.
You be our translator.
Okay, I'm gonna heal somebody. Who's feeling the most pain?
I have a 1 wound of
I
pain.
have 1 wound, but I can ignore it.
Okay, you both talked in not pain-related stats, so
Well, I would say I think
I'm gonna
Sammy
heal
seems perfectly
me.
fine.
I'm the medic. I should be alive.
Okay. Keep in mind your medic bag has been refilled.
4.
So you'll heal 1 wound,
Yes.
and that'll take 10 minutes. Are you healing yourself, Eugene?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sam, you might help me?
I don't know shit about this, but yeah.
All right. Better than me.
So -2. I don't even have healing.
Can I use thievery to steal
cool.
the medic supplies that he's using for
7.
him for me?
Yeah, do I have a medic
7.
bag too?
You don't know.
Oh,
5.
okay.
So you heal 1
Which is what I had this time. Knock on wood.
this time. Knock on table.
Knock on it.
Knock on table wood.
Help.
Get wood.
Get.
Hughes, you good?
So you guys are all kind of. So it'll take you about 20 minutes all in all to patch up. Hughes will kind of keep an eye out while that's going on. He'll be like, I don't know if this was the time to take a break.
I don't.
I think they thought we left.
So
No.
I'm like, let's just go down the hallway they came from.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah.
Maybe that was the only ones watching that side.
So before this happens again, just in case, because I've seen death, and I know the new chain of command is as follows: if anything happened to me, Eugene will be next, then Hughes, then Sammy.
Yes. I mean, yes, sir. Billy.
Okay.
All right, Hughes, then Eugene, then Sammy.
Executes season spot.
So yes, now that the chain of command is correct, no one can say otherwise. Let us continue.
Okay. So you're gonna head down into the bunker itself.
Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of go up to the bulkhead.
As we're walking or treading down to where we're going, I'll kind of keep an eye out for any structural integrity places.
Okay.
With the bombs.
That makes sense. Yeah. So I mean, big concrete building.
Big
You
pillar.
have a feeling that maybe farther down there might be some stuff.
Honestly, if we're looking for that, just find the ammunition bay. Anything with ammo and explosives cause a bigger explosion.
Looking for anything with a sign with a bullet on it.
Or you could just look for artillery shells.
Or any exits and just bury them in the ground.
All of these are valid options.
Oh,
if
we
we wanna
probably
create-
require notice.
If we
later
want to
on.
be a real American, we find the artillery where they keep the artillery shells and blow that up.
No, if
I'm
we
down.
want to be real Americans, we find where they keep the oil, steal it, then we blow it up.
And then we sell them our oil.
Yeah, then we sell them the oil we stole.
Buy it all up cheap, sell it all more expensive. Don't profit at all.
No profits. Not from where we're at.
Nope.
Okay. So as you go farther down, you kind of come to a cross area, and you have 4 doors in front of you.
All right. This isn't a puzzle. My brain says that the doors are not colored.
They're
So
not colored. I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay. I'll wait a minute.
What's behind door
Number
2?
1.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, there you go. You
Door,
got it.
Behind door number 1 is door number 2.
You kiss ass to the commander.
So they are as follows in German.
Shit.
Don't worry. Communication. I'm kidding you not. Spelled literally the same,
I'm not
but with
surprised.
K's. Labor, Burut, and Kammer.
You think Labor's bathroom?
I got this. I'm going to go
Laboratory?
attempt to read the Burut sign.
There's no. You just read it.
Like, I'm going to go attempt to figure it out.
Translate?
That's
Yeah.
all. You don't know German.
I'm going to try.
You know you can't make an unskilled attempt on a
try.
language.
I'm just going to ignore everything.
7, 8, 9, 10. 10.
It's just deathly poison room.
All right, cool. We're not going there.
No, I feel like we should go on that one now.
No, anyway. Without knowing what they say.
Communication?
So
Yeah,
okay,
except for communication, which is
so
They steal that from English?
here's what I view, and I'm going to take a guess. So communication obviously is death room, but no communication.
probably
Labor might be laboratory,
Like
like.
bathroom.
Well, no, I was thinking like laboratory.
that too.
What was the other one? Brut.
Burut and Kammer.
Brute.
Yeah, B-U-R-T.
Kammer is
with a
the
V
common
on it.
So
Common-
that's where they keep the brutes.
And the last one's a
And the-
common room.
I think that one's like more of the
Yeah.
barracks. More of the barracks.
So-
style.
Baruch's barracks.
So let's break the door handle.
How about we just
for
ask the
the
German guy
common
here?
room? He's not gonna answer us. He doesn't
Watch.
like us.
I'm going to go like, hey, I know you don't like him. I don't like him either. So to help us get out of here faster, can you help us translate these signs?
Doesn't help you at all.
Yeah, no.
Amazing. Let's break the one that we assume is the common room, so they have a harder time getting out of there, and
Okay.
then let's go to communications
Okay.
So,
or the laboratory.
comma, you're going to break the handle off of? Is that the understanding?
Yeah, just to basically like lock the door so it's harder to open.
We got anything to block the door?
Can we just open the door and see what's in there?
No.
I don't want to open it, and there'd be 30 people that start
Oh,
rushing
now
us.
you don't want
Is
to
there
cause
a
drama.
big cartoon keyhole that we can look through?
Is it like a window or something?
No, it's,
Can I
it's a
stealth?
bunker.
Can I stealth like peek the door open and look?
I don't know if you ever opened a bulkhead. It's not the stealthiest thing in the world.
Ah.
It's a giant steel door.
They would have heard the gunshots.
That's not true. It's a bunker. It's like several
Echoey?
thousand
Hughes
inches
goes, I
feet.
don't know how much arguing in the hallways are really going to do for us.
I'm not arguing. My point is break the
If
handle.
that's an order, then we do it.
Yeah.
And so he kind of like shoves the German to the side,
I'll hold the German. You guys are stronger than me.
Chris, his body.
and he's going to look around. He's going to get like he's gonna be like, here, there's rebar. He's going to kind of shove it behind the handle and try to break it off.
There you go.
I'm not unlucky. Doesn't matter, but it's a
Peter's ascended from the unlucky one.
18.
All right.
I'm
Sammy?
just gonna keep a lookout for approaching enemies.
Okay. So he kind of like shoves the rebar behind and he like pushes, and him and Eugene kind of together like snap, and then you see the bulkhead handle kind of fall off. He goes, all right, fine. And then he kind of like shoves the rebar in the bottom corner to just to block the door from actually opening if he can.
Good. Awesome. Good job, guys.
Goes,
All
all
right.
right.
Communication. Cut off communication to the outside.
Let's go.
And also, we could maybe communicate to our people.
I wonder how loud this door is.
So these doors are not bulkheads. These are just
Okay.
normal doors.
All right. Let's
Some
open
oil
it.
to loosen the
Let's
edges.
Wait, can I peek through the hole that was there because of the handle?
Yeah, go for it. Make a notice. It'll be a -2 because you're looking through a peephole, though.
Notice.
I'll give you a Benny for ingenuity, too. I didn't think about that.
Ooh, that's a 4 roll.
4.
So with a 4, you're able to press your eye up to the hole created by the missing handle, and you see it just seems like a large room. There's nothing in there at the moment. There are some boxes, and there's a scaffolding, or not scaffolding, but like a walkway on the far side. But nothing like it's not a common room. It's something else.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, we were wrong. We were
Okay.
so-
Do it again.
It seems like it leads to the rest of the bunker later on.
Yeah. So it looks like there's a catwalk that just kind of leads to the rest of the bunker.
Okay, that's cool. We had 3 other doors.
I was just saying.
Technically 4 if you want to count the room you came from.
That's true. We have 4 other doors.
Walk yourself in here.
okay.
No need to be negative. Let's go to the
so Hughes
communication
is
room.
like, all right, communications.
Communications, yes, sir.
Maybe all our weapons are in there.
And so he goes, so we just barge it in. What's the plan?
Oh no, let's be
You
quiet.
still got
about
the
this.
German uniform on.
I do. Let's be quiet about this one.
Okay, so you want to stealthily open the door.
I don't think I can pull that off twice.
So who are you going to have open it?
I'll do it. I'm the leader.
Okay, stealth.
Yeah. 4.
So you're able to, as you slowly creak the door open and stick your head not your head, that's a lot. You kind of poke your eye in. You can see a guy at a desk. He's one of those black suited gentlemen like you met back at the town. And his hat's kind of off to the side and he's just kind of writing in a book.
Okay. I'm gonna look at them and be like, "This is a black suited guy. I'm gonna go put a knife to his throat." And
You want
we're gonna
So
hold.
for clarity, when you peek in, the desk is facing the door.
Oh, okay.
I have
Oh,
an idea.
my
He's
bad.
currently eyes down,
I
so
have
he
an
didn't
idea.
see you.
I can just whoever wants to can rush him and just like butt stroke him.
Well,
Non-lethal.
maybe not.
Yeah,
maybe
like
we
hit
just
him with the
walk
gun.
in and just tell him to be quiet and just point guns at him. Odds are he won't have a gun sitting on his desk.
But they usually keep him in the drawer.
That's okay. If we have 3 guns pointed at him, one of the odds one of us could shoot him in the head before he pulls the
point.
gun. All right, ready? 3, 2. I'm just joking. We're not doing that. Go.
Okay, so you fling the door open as it kind of slams into the wall, and you storm in. And the guy kind of quickly looks up. Behind him is a bunch of like electrical equipment. So it's got like the spinning kind of recording stuff. There's a bunch of wires. You can see some cables and stuff that kind of run across the ceiling. And the desk he's at has like a large map on it. And he immediately looks up at you.
Don't let him put his hands near the desk. There might be a switch or something.
you're a switch.
So
you.
basically, in the event that he goes before you, which he's not going before Billy, I don't know why I threw that at you this time. You could try to interrupt him.
Got it.
He's not going through a gene.
You do pretty much have the drop because he was just a second ago. So Billy, you get to actually just go first because yours is higher.
Okay, so
But the other two would have to try and interrupt. Oh, I forgot about Eugene. Or no, I gave Eugene the card.
Do I go before him too?
But he
What
was,
did? Well, Billy got an ace,
yeah.
Yeah.
and you would go before him also.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna walk in and I'll be like, all right, hands in the air.
Okay, so intimidation.
Yeah, fucking intimidate my ass. Fucking. Yeah, fucking. Yeah, no, didn't work.
So you kind of quickly storm in and point, and he kind of just looks up at you, confused. Eugene.
I'm gonna. So
Intimidation work. Quick, persuade him.
I would have helped you, and then so like there's the desk, then there's the machinery behind him, or the communications machines. I'm assuming. Is there a way I can tackle him away from that?
If you were to try and dive and tackle him, you're almost certainly going to tackle him into some machinery. I mean, it's a whole room full of
Just
machines.
hit him with your gun.
I'm gonna go up and try to butt stock him.
Okay, roll fighting.
But a -1 because it's not lethal. Or
No, because it's a blunt object.
Okay.
It's only for blades.
Cool.
Next time, I swear I'm taking fucking jack of all trades.
Oop! I rolled the wrong dice.
6.
Two sixes.
Peter's on a roll.
I'm not the unlucky one no more.
Peter, who are you passing it to?
I don't know. Help!
Who are you passing the fucking?
I didn't think I was
That's
gonna get
another
this
6.
for 12.
So you hit him.
-2. So
You definitely hit him with a
13.
raise.
Cool.
So the butt of your gun is basically like a club, so it's a D6 and your strength.
which isn't high, but
I think you're knocking him out.
4.
Wait, don't you get a raise?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So add another D6.
Good call. Still 1. 5. Is he unarmed?
Is he unarmed?
And I have the
That's
drop.
not to damage.
Yeah, you have the drop, so
You
it's
do have
plus
the
4.
drop, but the unarmed
damage.
bonus is not to damage.
Okay.
Plus 4.
So it doesn't matter.
So 8. And so you kind of like quickly run in and swing,
Eugene's a god.
and he kind of holds his arm up as it just kind of bats off of his coat, and he is not down. He is shaken though. All right, it's his turn. So Sammy, you could attempt to interrupt
What card does he have?
a queen.
I'm going to do that
Okay, go for it.
with athletics.
Yeah.
Come on, Sammy, interrupt him.
Don't let Eugene outshine you the whole session.
5.
So he got a 9. Okay. So he will maintain his order. So Billy kind of comes in and goes, hands up, or, whatever you said. And then Eugene immediately rounds the corner and swings. And the guy kind of throws an arm up and blocks it. And you see him grab something off the table and, like, quickly eat it.
Oh no.
And as he does,
Passion fruit.
you kind of see his right. He starts to convulse slightly, and then he's just going to punch Eugene.
Well, it's been fun, guys.
What's your parry, Eugene?
5.
We might find a way into that other room if he hits you hard enough.
Yeah. I'll scout ahead.
Let us know what you see, Eugene, on the other side.
What's your toughness?
It's a nice 5.
Okay, so on a 7, you're shaken.
Well, I have the armor, so it's 6 parry.
Still
Yeah.
shakes you.
Cool.
So yeah, he kind of like punches as you feel your kind of wind get knocked out of you as you step back, and you can see hair starting to burst through the top of his
Shit,
skin.
he's turning.
I'm going to shoot him.
That's fair.
6.
So Sammy, seeing the situation turning south quickly, raises his rifle and fires. But as he does, you can see the skin is thickened enough that it just kind of hits him and doesn't really penetrate. All right, you're up. Eugene, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Eugene, kind of fall back a bit.
I already am. So he's not fully turned, but he is turning.
He's more or less turned at this point.
Okay. And all that's around is computer equipment, basically.
Yeah.
There will be computer equipment. Okay, well, pulls out rifle. Well, I'll just shoot him.
So you can't shoot him point blank with a rifle. You do have to back out. You can't use a two-handed rifle in melee range.
5 minus nothing, so yeah.
Okay, so you unshake. You kind of quickly steal your resolve as you see him fully transforming in front of you.
I guess I'll just stab him with my bayonet.
Okay.
Since I'm already over here. Am I not
Fighting.
doing anything? Well, I haven't really done this yet. Let's see how this goes.
Shit! No!
2.
So you quickly try to stab down, but his reflexes are getting faster as he kind of slaps the rifle away. Not out of your hand, but like he just kind of slaps it away from his immediate thing. Sammy.
Well, called shot, headshot.
Okay, that's fine. -4.
Better.
Damn.
Ooh. Low number.
Uh-oh.
So you kind of point the rifle and fire as he just
Oh,
ducks
I
out of the
had
way.
the
One at Eugene, one at Billy. So -2 to both of these. So 6 and 3, so Billy misses you. Okay, so he kind of slashes as it goes against your chest, and you're kind of like, whoa, as it doesn't do any damage. Okay, Billy.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to So Sammy is next to me taking shots, and Eugene is.
So your team is kind of dropping the bag.
Yeah, Eugene's I think next to the thing.
Yeah, Eugene is next to the turn.
I
bag.
dropped a bag.
Dropped a bag. One of the grenade bags.
No,
I
you,
think-
you
I
have
think
the
you
grenade
have
bag.
them. I think you
Yeah.
have them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Shove
yeah.
the grenade in his mouth.
So I'm gonna walk over to Sammy, or I should say, jog slightly faster in a.
I thought I was right next to you because I stayed next to
Yeah,
you.
so I think
Oh,
that's-
okay, yeah. I'm gonna hand you the bag, and I'll be like, all right. So
Is it 2 in there?
I'm
or
gonna,
one?
I'm gonna,
There's 3.
I'm gonna grab Eugene, and then you throw it in there. Deal.
I could do something awesome and run up on the desk and shove it in his mouth.
And then I'm going for Eugene. I'm gonna grab Eugene and drag him back.
Does that do opportunity attack on me?
Yeah.
It
So,
definitely won't be me.
Why would you do that?
I can heal whatever he hurts you with.
No.
so technically he gets both of you because it's not limited to one. So 7 on
no.
Billy,
That hurts.
7 damage.
That hurts.
So it shakes you.
That shakes me. Yeah.
So yeah, he kind of slashes. You manage to pull Eugene out of the way as the second claw kind of catches you on the side of the head. And then it is
No,
Hugh's turn. So we're gonna see if Hughes can salvage this situation. With a 4, he will hit.
the beast.
Yeah. So he kind of, as you guys are like fumbling, he'll kind of quickly shoulder his way through the door and fire, and then the bullet will just kind of nail the creature in the head as he falls backwards dead. And he was just like, "Everyone okay?"
Good thing these NPCs are great.
Is there any more of that stuff he ate on the table? Okay.
Can I force it out of his
Wait,
mouth?
hold on. Wait a minute.
Spit it out. Spit it out.
Oh yeah, give me that
Yeah,
bag
here.
back. Thank
You're
you.
medical smart. Dissect them. Get the key or whatever it was. You're medically smart though.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
I can
All
help
right.
you. I can help you cut him open. We need to get what he just swallowed.
So for clarity, 'cause maybe it wasn't clear. He swallowed a glass vial that turned him into a monster.
Oh, never mind. Then.
Time to take out.
Take his blood.
So you could get little shards of glass from his intestines if you feel like
Well,
it,
hold
but
on,
it's going
so-
to be a lengthy process.
It's not like I'm gonna walk up to one of the corners and just hit play on the recording.
So,
They did say get as much information as we can.
yeah, so it's just deet, 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 as you remember the primary method of
Well, hold on.
communication at the moment. is
Can I
Morse code.
translate what that says?
No, better
not-
yet, can
Morse
let's. It's dash dot 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 dash. So
Yeah, just write
small
down.
small. Yeah, write down the thing. Small beep, long beep. Small beep, long beep.
Yeah, so you guys make a note of the pattern. But none of you have the Morse code ability.
I'm gonna look. What else is in the room? Like,
I
okay,
don't
I'm gonna look
know.
at the map.
Good to know.
What's that?
The map that he was looking at.
Okay, so yeah, you see all this electrical communication equipment that is kind of stringed. So there is a microphone on a smaller desk off to the side and a bunch of cables and stuff that run this
What
way.
up, homie? That's all I'm gonna do.
The map you see has a drawing of what looks like your trench, like the American trench, and there are several points kind of pinned in the trench, like
That's a
several
problem.
spots.
That's a problem.
Look at that.
So make note of Sammy. Make note of
Let's
that.
take the map with us.
I was gonna say we can make note of that and then move the pins to different places. Trick them. Think that they are actually aiming at
before
other
it's
spots.
moved, can I
Which
use
I would say,
my
I would just
keen
say because
intellect on
even
the
if we
battle
move it,
sense to
our
see what
trench
they
is still
were
getting
doing?
attacked.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying like if we think about it this way, if we redirect their attack to somewhere else, because if they look at this map and they're like, okay, these are our points of attack.
Hughes goes, "We're destroying this bunker, right?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also operating on the fact that we might not get through all that.
How about we just
Alright,
take
well,
the
I'm
map?
I'm looking at the
battle
bullets
roll.
in my body.
Because I don't got. I can attempt to draw it, but I ain't the good
I
best
wish
at
there was a
it.
+1 to that, but
So,
7.
let's just take the map. I can't draw that good.
Okay, so 7. So Eugene, they're talking about whether to play with the map, take the map, whatever, and you're kind of looking at it, and you can see that the pinpoints that they've located are trench breaks. So there's, I mentioned way back in one of the other episodes that there is a trench and then a zag.
They want to split the trench in
and
half.
a trench
basically.
and then a zag.
They
So
wanna
you're
split.
able to effectively deduce that their plan is basically by targeting these key points with whatever their plan is, they're separating each trench section from each other. So they're cutting off reinforcements, and then there's just a wave of like attack arrows towards the trench. So they're basically trying to cut off the sections and charge the trench.
So another blitzkrieg.
Kind of, but the arrows that represent the soldiers are like a red color, and they're farther back, and then there's these gray arrows that kind of go.
So my guess is, from what
your
that.
guess is nothing. Eugene figured all that
This
out.
is all mentally right
So
now.
what, so what you're saying is,
I haven't said anything.
I can read your mind. So yeah,
So I set fire to the map.
I didn't draw it. So
So Eugene, it's your call to say whatever you want based on that information.
Well, obviously, if I die, I want everyone to know. So, Billy, they're probably going to do somewhat of a split. They're gonna do an assault in the zigzag points
Okay.
into the trenches.
Give me a second. I'll draw it. I'm start drawing the map.
Just take the map.
That works. Okay.
So after much debate, Eugene just takes the map.
Smart.
Done. All right.
Can I look around the room?
That's
yeah,
what I think they're
like-
gonna do.
Would we notice?
Yeah, go for it.
5.
With a 5, you're able to generally look around, and you do see a couple folded letters over on where by the microphone is.
Just take them.
Cool. Not even gonna look at them. Nice.
We'll look at 'em later. We'll look at them later.
It might be in German.
Sammy, look at him now.
Look at me now.
I'm gonna open one.
So you can see that there are several correspondence letters in English.
Oh, this one's in English.
On the bottom, the signature is Sir Walter Bandish, and the one that you read that is the most important seems to be a communication with some other figure, though he doesn't address this figure by name. And it says, "I assure you, breaking the American line will guarantee that the war carries on for several more years. This allows us to draw strength from the conflict, so we must avoid an early conclusion at any cost." And then it's signed by Sir Walter Bandish.
I figured it out.
No, I'm gonna look at them, and so I'm gonna. Okay, so
What'd you figure out, Billy?
If we just wave the white flag, it's it. They want the conflict to end. If the conflict ends, it's done.
You don't have any white flags.
Shit.
Shit.
So anyway,
and running that past high command is unlikely.
So yeah, that's what you've got. Pretty much that's the bulk of what's in this room.
And nothing I could take off the the
You wanna check
tapes
the
or
other room, or you just wanna
anything,
blow it up?
They still bolted on. We have more time than the other place.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
we'll-
everything's like bolted in.
we'll
I
check
mean,
the other room before we
recording
decide
equipment
what
that
we're
time is
gonna blow.
massive. You need a truck to take it out anyway.
So
and you
let's-
don't have a truck. At
I was
least.
just seeing
by the way, I'll take the
sections of
letters
tape,
and we'll
just go-
put them all in one thing, and the map too. Thank you.
There's the map, sir.
Thank you. Set it on fire, and then letters, and then
Burn them.
Okay.
So as he said, hand me letters, I hand him like a completely empty blank piece of paper. Hope he doesn't notice.
Hughes, did you see anything around here?
So
open it up.
Don't you got a notice for that? Just
no, I don't believe that Sammy had a
Can
piece
I
of paper.
look
Nah.
not kind of not stealthily, but just kind of look over and I'm looking at the German guy, see if he's looking anywhere different than we are, like he's trying to allude to
corpse?
something. No, the living one we have.
Oh, the prisoner?
Yeah, 9.
No, he isn't doing much at the moment. He's just kind of there.
To see if he's staring at something.
No,
Trying to.
he's not tutorialing you.
No, not tutorial me. Trying to don't look over there.
so. Yeah, let's just check the other room.
No, yeah, that's kind of the plan.
So this room's not a structural integral room, right?
I mean, I think the idea with a bunker is you blow up a couple of them and they would collapse because of that.
Well,
How about
set the charge here.
No, well, I figured we look around before
yeah,
we
really? We're
decide.
gonna look at the other room just in case.
To the next room.
Okay. Barat or
I think that's it. I
Yeah,
think
Brute and Comet
Laboratory.
are the other one.
we broke.
Oh, and you
Common.
have Labor.
Yeah, let's go to Labor.
I
I hope
guarantee.
there's not more of them monsters. In
I
there.
guarantee I
might
know
be.
what labor is. I'm just saying.
What is it?
I'm guarantee it's a bathroom.
There's no
Okay,
bathrooms.
cool. Let's go into it.
They poop in the corner.
So you go in,
Does it smell?
and as you enter,
Stealthily.
it is in fact a bathroom.
Damn.
Good. Okay.
My German's good.
And then we'll go.
I'm
to
gonna give the
next
German a swirly.
You're gonna take the time to do that?
No.
Okay. So you're going to the last one.
we should lock
Yeah,
that
the last
door
one
too,
we
so they
have.
can't use the bathroom.
one. Oh yeah, that's a good point. We'll come back.
Ein Cheetah.
Okay, let's go to the last one that we didn't break the door to.
So the last one is still shut.
Stealth. Is it? Oh, it's one of those big doors.
No.
Bort. Whatever the heck is this?
Brute.
Bort.
Brat. Brat.
That is elaborate.
We have like 2 German listeners. Let us know what it is.
Doubt.
No, we
YouTube
do.
comments so we can
We
see.
cannot speak German. All words said in German are not meant to
Based
be
off of
performed-
my interpretations working at Bosch. So
and Google Translate.
you open the last door, right?
Yes, sir.
Stealthily, loudly.
Third door. Stealthily.
Well, I
Yeah.
chose the last one. You guys want to do it stealthy?
Probably.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't care.
This one seems like Borat. It sounds for badass, so let's go in.
Boy, it's probably something stupid.
Stealthy it is.
Stealth.
Okay, so roll stealth. Whoever's opening the door.
That's
Oops.
me.
Can I help him? Is that not possible?
No, he could.
I'm
it's kinda
gonna
on him.
grease up the
6.
hinges.
4 minus
Nice.
1 is
9.
9.
So you gently open the door, and the room is empty. You see a small, well-kept room. It has a large kind of executive desk. The walls are adorned with different kinds of books in varying languages. And then across from that is a little couch.
Is anyone sleeping on the couch?
There's no one in the room.
Okay.
Well,
Let's enter.
It is very lavish. There's like nice carpet. This is clearly an office of some kind.
oh, okay.
Let's
Okay,
enter
Well,
in.
let's go grab one of the random books and see if it'll help me
English
determine
book.
what this is.
So as you kind of scour it, they are in multiple different languages, but there's a couple in English, and one of them is labeled Classic Psychology.
Oh, okay.
Is there a desk?
There is.
I'm gonna look. Can I search the desk?
Before you do that, Billy, were you finishing up with the book in any way, or is that all?
Yeah, fuck it, I'll take the book.
You take a book, you're like, I could learn about some psychology. It's part of medicine.
Yeah, put it in my thing.
Are the other books also related to medical?
You don't know because they're in German or Russian or something.
No.
So, Billy, you see Sammy kind of like looking at the desk, all confused.
I wonder if there's any secret rooms, and I start pulling all the
Okay,
books.
so he's fiddling with the books. Sammy's like confused by the desk. So, Billy, with the competence at an all-time high, what is your move?
The only,
Crit fail. Jeez.
the only thing that we can do is crowbar the desk open.
All right.
So I'm
You
gonna-
do have a crowbar, canonically.
I do, and I have it written down for this
so
reason.
go for it.
I'm going
So it's
to
a strength roll if you want to just break the lock.
5.
You get a
Oh,
+1.
that's good. It'll cancel out my negative one. Ooh, 4.
Like crit fail.
Thank fuck God. Oh, another 4. Yes, 8. Oh, another
Yes, thank you.
what number? 2. So
18.
18. Yeah.
Damn.
You spin the crowbar around,
With all the finesse
Crack
of a
it
god.
open.
I did this in Chicago.
and it flies open pretty easily.
Back in Chicago, they told me how to break into car doors.
Desk drawers are much easier.
They don't-
In here, you do see 2 journals. One is like a small leather-bound book, and the other one is more like a vanilla envelope.
All right, I'm gonna grab the vanilla envelope. I'm gonna hand Sammy the leather book, and I'm gonna say, all right, we're gonna read it together at the exact same time. That means the DM has to read them both at the exact same time out loud.
Cool, great. We're good.
They
we're
both self-destruct.
good. So at 3, 2, 1, you open it. Sammy, yours is entirely in German, so you have no idea what it says.
Sammy's gonna look around like.
That's a cop out. Wait a minute.
Sammy's like, he doesn't want to seem like he doesn't know anything. He's like, mm-hmm. Act like he knows what it
The
is.
manila folder is named Patient Notes.
Oh, okay.
When you open it, it is mostly in Russian, but towards the bottom you can see a couple words that were written in English. So you see resiliency with a question mark, and then it's crossed out with like a red pen. And then another in English off to the side, it says aggression, and it's kind of like circled with question marks. And then down towards the bottom, you see the signature of what you presume to be the residing physician, and it says Dr. Anatoly Bo.
Okay.
There's also a book with 2 large metal discs that kind of interlock on top of the book.
I will grab that book.
You grab it.
I will
I wouldn't
try to open it.
So the book does not open, unsurprisingly.
Okay. Well, it worked once. What are the odds a crowbar will open this
What if it
book?
destroys it?
Destroys what? The book?
Yeah, the book. I don't know. They're Germans. They're
Well,
crafty.
actually, before I crowbar it, I'm going to put it in my backpack. And I'll say, let's look around. Maybe we can find something to open it before I crowbar it open.
Okay, so you have the leather journal and the book.
Maybe
Besides that, in the office, there's not much.
we could check the other soldier we didn't do.
Say again?
Maybe that soldier in the communication room has something on him.
Make a notice roll, Sammy, I think.
Nice. Nice.
I'm just here to go in.
So Sammy awakens the
15.
Sharingan. So
15,
Sammy,
that's a lot more than that.
you
4441.
No.
you are like looking around, and you see the prisoner just fidgeting in a way that makes you a little uncomfortable. Like you're not really sure what he's doing, but he's not sitting still, and that's not nice. So we'll get back to that. Billy, do you have anything else?
No.
So looking around, there's not much else. I mean, it seems like a basic psychology office
With a cool book.
with a cool book and then a leather journal that no one has tried to translate.
Can't. So we're not going to.
Yeah, no, I think on to maybe redoing what we did before, breaking that door handle and trying to figure out how to get in there.
Unless, is there a book on the shelf that says English or German to English for dummies?
If you had a penny.
Can I do something cool?
Can I
Do you
use
have
my
any?
renown to get us all bennies?
I believe you have an edge that would allow you to do something here.
Yeah, sure. I'll fucking use the scavenger edge.
So, using the scavenger edge, you do find a like a pocket translation guide to.
Can it just be for funsies? Can it have been in my backpack? Like,
yeah, like you brought it back in that one town.
so like I'm like looking through and Eugene's looking around and I look at my bag. It's like, oh. So what I'm gonna do is I like slip it into a spot that Eugene notices it and be like, "Hey, look, I found it."
Good job, Billy.
Thanks. Okay. Yeah, let's try translating this journal then. I guess.
so as you
probably.
translate the journal
Is he still fidgeting?
effectively,
You don't know.
well, you'll get through this first. You see that it says medical log, Dr. Leonard Altman.
It says, I've lost track of the days. The experimentation is proving less successful than we had hoped. And with such a limited amount of non-blut, we cannot afford to keep failing. It seems candidates who are physically strong survive the transformation at least, Though we've only had one successful adaptee who retained their sanity. Perhaps the Russian is closer to an answer. Also noted, the control method is ineffective to subjects who lose their memory, so be sure to carry a moonstone when interacting with failed tests.
Okay. I'm gonna close that. Put it in my backpack. Be
I wonder
like,
if the other guy has a
do we still
moonstone.
we don't have that necklace anymore, right?
No, but maybe the other dude has it.
They
We'll just kill him.
command has it.
Shit. Damn it. Okay. Cool.
Can I go to the communications room and look at the body and see if he has a necklace on him?
So you want to run back through to the communications room?
Should I?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
Okay, so Fidgety McGee there is just kind of like sitting there. As you guys are kind of hurtled around listening to him read the book, and Hughes is even sort of drawn in as well.
But I notice it.
You noticed him fidgeting. And yeah, Sammy, you see as just in the nick of time, you turn to look as he goes, and as you like turn, you see the prisoner move real suddenly. And he takes out what looks like a knife or like a letter opener he might have stolen out of the office when no one was looking, and he just kind of drives it straight into Hughes' neck for an impressive amount of damage. So Hughes just kind of as he falls on the ground, and the prisoner turns and runs down the hall.
I'm gonna chase him.
Okay, you're chasing. What are you doing?
I'm probably chasing him too.
Chase.
All right. I'll heal.
Okay. So yeah, he kind of quickly turns and stabs, and then you all kind of caught off guard, turn and watch. As he takes off down the hall, and immediately Sammy goes after him, Eugene goes after him, and Bill, you run over to a bleeding to death Hughes, who's kind of covering a wound on his throat. So you can make that medicine roll for me.
It's okay. It's okay.
This is the second time you've healed Hughes'
I've got this.
throat.
I've got this. I should use my medic bag. +2, -1, so it's a 4.
Cool. So you kind of like are able to put pressure on the neck wound and like stop him from bleeding out. But he's still in pretty rough shape. As you two run down the hall, make an athletics roll.
2.
Yeah, no, fail.
So you guys are running, but you're having trouble keeping up. And you see he turns the corner, and the room that you broke the handle off of is open now. And
Does he go in there or no?
yeah, he runs straight in.
Eventually, I just go
I'm gonna follow him.
shoot him.
Okay, make a shooting roll for me.
Oh, a 6.
You go, Peter.
7. 7 to hit.
So you kind of quickly fire as the bullet hits him, and he kind of collapses to the ground, and he starts trying to crawl away.
I'm just gonna walk up to him.
So as Sammy kind of gets to him and he stands over him, you see emerge from behind where the door had opened and kind of into the chamber there. The same man that you saw back at the church who is tied up, who is chained up. And he just kind of gives you a light wave of his hand as he shuts the bulkhead door, keeping Sammy inside. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to follow our podcast, leave us hearts, likes, any method of appreciation you can. Leave us a comment letting us know what you think and any feedback that you have. And remember, don't separate from the group.
Your continued support will help Eugene roll better.
We've lowered the initial price from $5 to $1. If
For the Eugene price.
If you give $1, we will dedicate at least 25 cents to Eugene. The rest will go to the party fund.
Every penny counts.
All hail the party.
Every $5 we get, I will be giving to the Bennies. Well, he does that. I think it's time we talk about something, Peter. I sang a song for you. I made it into the episode last time. So I'm going to sing you another song. And I want you to tell me what you think about it.
Okay.
Pete.
Right?
Oh my god.
Pete.